Alright, hello, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Make sure my audio levels are correct. Okay. There we go. Hello, VO. How are you doing? The goat detective is on the case. When I left off, I just finished reading all of the Ledger. The Ledger. I'm also sleepy. I'm always sleepy. Okay, there's a few things I think I need to do here. I should probably head this way because you have to do that. Well, let me think. I should probably do this first. Yeah, I'll do this first. Let's see, we have get the reality lowdown, read the watermarks, reporting the crime, who put the clothes in the trash, pay for damages, report your missing badge, and inspect the body. Okay, well, I'll call into the station here. There, I gotta warm my voice up here. I got some green tea with honey in it. The Caprice Canema. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. Logic. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Canema motor carriage. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I haven't had this quick in a long time. I used to have those for, like, breakfast in, like, high school. Open the door. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
Alright. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Press engine start. The dashboard lights up with an orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life with a whiny growl. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Pick up the radio. Pull out the pull-out toolbox. Run your fingers over the steering levers. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Pull out the toolbox. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools.
Yeah.
Like
Currently they are trapped, like on this island. They actually can't because the bridge has been raised because of a current strike happening that we'll be going into later. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm protective of my tools, like some men are. He is clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. Take the red-tipped pry bar. I got the pry bar. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Interfacing useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Take the rubber-handled chain cutters. How convenient. It's always the convenient plot. The handles are long and slick. Snap, snap, go the chain cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these chain cutters, locks and ropes, especially belts. Take the hand-cranked flashlight. Push in and pull out toolbox. Flashlight. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Perception sight. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. Put away the toolbox. Closed door. I'll do the headlights first, and then call into the station. Interfacing. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. Look at the shimmering street grid. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanima's headlights. Wait, look around you. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than a child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, Where are we on this? Point at the halogen.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map, on the segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice. Seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse.
No, it does not.
Yeah. The lieutenant says without optimism. If only. Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different rows. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad. What about the next one? Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. What about the next one? I've seen worse. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. Count them individually. There are so many it's hard to count. More than 150 at least, maybe even 200. What about the last row? Same. The last row has 3 perforations. 3. That's it. That's it. Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Rhetoric. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this? Got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land, telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I was a hobo, and I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job. Yeah, probably it's some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Apologizing.
Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot? I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop? I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. What's the last number? Super
Call it
cop.
what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer. I was expecting a higher number, honestly. That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? How do you handle the strain? Thanks for this.
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what? Maybe I should find a hobby. Hobbies are lame.
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a
Why
hobby.
not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
He points at your yellow gardening gloves. Yeah, sometimes characters will comment on what you're wearing. There's quite a lot of clothes. It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. Thank you for this. Conclude. Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Okay, now we can call the station. Let's see. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if it's startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Pick up the radio. The frequency tabulae lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast for a far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy? Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
There we go. Interfacing. Under the green prime light, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. I need you to connect me to a civilian. A Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Ignore Alice and press the button labeled Saved. I'm done with this radio for now. Press the button labeled Save.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you, as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right?
Speed Freaks FM, huh? Look him in the eyes. Sorry about that. I wanted to contact the dispatch, pick up the radio and turn it on.
Oh, is that what it was called?
He's trying hard to act surprised. Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important things.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone?
Connect me to the 41st Precinct. I have something I need to report. I need you to contact Sylvie. I'll do the Sylvie.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Wait patiently. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why? Was it you who called the police? Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash? Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the Whirling? I think I got everything I need.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? Okay. Did you leave because of Gart? Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
What? No, why would you even think that?
He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen? Sylvie, don't be afraid of that pig. You have to stand up for yourself. So, you do agree that quitting your job just because someone asked you out is an overreaction?
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why did you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? Do you know who made that call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything? I mean us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim. Lower your microphone. Is she speaking truth? The union is the law around here. I am the authority around here. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? Push on. I see, maybe there's something else you can tell me about.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Esprit de corps. Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's disconnect for the situation. Oh, discontent. I am the authority.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse...
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Authority. Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin. What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
What trouble? Okay, I understand.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
It's a little late for tears, isn't it? I should have used them to summon the police earlier. It's okay, things happen, not really your fault.
Yes, I know. It's just... Was there anything else?
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah,
Okay, next
go on.
question. Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
I think I got everything I needed. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Ooh, it's 72%. Let's see. I do hope so. Please don't call me again. She's ready to hang up. Bye, Sylvie. Empathy. Wait, why does she seem angry with you? Let's see if it works. Probably not. Oh, it did. Empathy. Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her. At the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there. Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing? So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Fuck that bird.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
This sounds like me, all right. This doesn't sound anything like me. I love birds. Bitch bird got what was coming to her. Why do I always end up screwing everything up? That doesn't sound like
Yes,
me.
well,
Bitch bird. What?
the stuffed bird. I think you
Can I,
said it had been...
I can say it.
Okay,
There we
officer.
go. Oh, she just says, okay. Bitch bird got what was coming to her. Okay, officer. That's... So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on. I want to know what I did. I think I've heard enough.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song? Right. Was that all?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry. Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
I'm sorry. Sounds intense. That's it? That's not so bad.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I am truly sorry for everything, Sylvie. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end. Well, you're the worst tavern wench I've ever seen. Girl, just loosen up a little. Don't you ever party? Huh? I don't even know what to say. Tavern wench.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
But when I spoke to Gart, it sounded like he thought you left because of him.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Gart. I really do.
Didn't he cross the line when he asked you out?
No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing, with the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side, the telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place, so I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe.
I can tell him, accept. Understood. Refuse. I'll tell him.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
What else did I sing besides OO? I'm looking for a song.
Oh, all sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Yes. Shotgun Wedding. Was I singing The Smallest Church in Sansonnet?
Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Island Empire. Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it. Right, thank you for talking with me. Take care. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
I'm gonna call again, I just have to make a save here, in case something goes wrong. What's this? Suggestion. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your capo type. Wait, there are capo types? Okay, what am I? Yes, guess what's yours? Cool cop? Some kind of weapon cop? Sorry cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Cool cop. No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Okay, but what are the other capo types? Won't the other capo types be jealous? I'm sorry, You know, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. Fucking, they should be sorry. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. Will the other capotes be jealous? What, jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine, don't worry. Conceptualization. They'll be... they will be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual capo type from sorry to anything. Sure. Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info, or maybe every time you say that you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen. Oh yeah, I got the tools. Let's see. The pry bar. Equipped to open locked containers in the world. The red-tipped pry bar, the Carson T, heavy duty, engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy, and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. The chain cutters. The meanest looking pair of cutters you've ever seen. Made in Gottwald by Wallesherm Wurzjug. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. Flashlight. A police flashlight bearing the logo of the Ground Stulog, RAO. The small dynamo packed inside the handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. Made by a bunch of keyboard mash, yeah. I think where is it? Ground stilling? I think that's a prison in this world, if I remember right.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly, like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Esprit de corps. Let's see. A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas, the radio switchboard. Encyclopedia. The man uses relay codes. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code. 10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in, over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing. I'm in dire need of financial assistance. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. 10-10, transmission completed, standing by. Over, end call.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
Is it him? What does he want?
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
All right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It is pertinent to the investigation that you grant me more money. Please, I'm begging you here. I don't have a place to sleep tonight. Okay, I heard you no funds.
He says it's important to the case.
He's isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Please, I'm begging you.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vicmar said...
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please come get me.
Listen, it's okay. You can do it, sir. Over.
There we go.
What is he saying?
Did you want anything else, sir? Many of your colleagues are also here. Over.
Rhetoric. He's trying to keep you from further embarrassing yourself in front of your colleagues. Please, I don't want to be here. I have to. No, I'm alright. I'm alright. I had other things.
Let us address them now, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9. Over.
My badge. I can't find it. Anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4. Message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Any other good news?
He's saying he lost his badge.
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Encyclopedia. And Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Authority. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious. Haha. Officer has lost his badge. Haha. Like I'm the first count to ever misplace his badge. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
He's asking you to stop. Says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
Reaction speed. You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this. Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation is in the back is melting into... is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Half-Light. Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Oh god, it's not here. I don't have my gun. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Oh, we got a 58% chance. Drama. Convince them that you have not lost your gun. Oh, we got it. Drama. Lying over the phone. It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it. No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. Do you need further assistance? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's... Oh, listen, I've actually lost my gun too. No.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Rhetoric. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. What's there to think about? I need information, not fear. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. I need to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth. Please refer me with my full name in the future. Any news about my, family? Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? Yeah, let's wrap this up.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it in a minute. I'm gonna tell them after this. They're gonna hate me.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Hold on, are you alone in the room?
That's a negative, sir. I
Nope.
got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
10 to 12 visitors present. Please refer me to my full
10-9,
name.
repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Say my name. That's Heisenberg. Stop calling me, sir. Stop calling me sir, and just use my real goddamn name, will you?
Sir,
Say
I will not
my
have you
name.
talk to me in this manner. Over.
Say my name, please, Jules.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Any news about my family?
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
Island Empire. You probably don't want to continue on this road. I just thought that you might have heard of them. That's all. Nothing, never mind.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
Have I told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4. Well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says... So, was there anything else? Understood,
Yeah, let's
sir.
wrap this up.
Over.
Here. Listen, I've actually lost my gun too.
10-4, I know, I already wrote it in a report.
Oh, yeah.
But, it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over.
He knew and he wrote it down already. Transmission
Roger that.
complete.
10-10. Over and out.
Oh, I guess I have to. Oh, I have to click this.
Guillaume
Okay.
Lemillion. Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
So that's the narrator's voice. I have it turned off, so I can read everything. But if you play the game without it, that's the regular narrator's voice. Let's see. Bonuses from Thought. +1 to Pain Threshold. Blood Oxygen is boring. All psych skills learning caps are raised by 1. Okay, who made the call? Talk to guard about Sylvie. Track down your badge. Track down your gun. Okay, what should I... Oh, I should probably... Oh, I already saved. I should go back here. Wait, I think I get the bag over here. Is this it? No. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. There. Yellow plastic bag. Frit. Equip this to collect tar from the streets. This plastic bag has Frit, sick, written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a malty gust of air flies in your face. It smells of yeast and beer. A perfect place for tar. True hobo cop. We're just looking for bottles to recycle and spare change. Listen, boy, I don't want to start trouble. I fix it. The ad reads, broken windows. Tibbs has windows. Coin-operated viewer. This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. Poor little viewer, pat it. Vandalism. Shake your head. Look inside. Leave. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. Vandalism.
Probably some kids.
Interfacing. A simple but clever solution to ruining a coin-operated viewer It took ingenuity. Look inside. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word ONUC written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. It's Kuno. Oh, there's logic. That's Kuno on the lens. Kuno. Shift your focus to the background. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and grays appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts. Lanky, weather-worn wooden planks. An X-shaped cross topping its tower. Encyclopedia. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Chi-Rho, the central symbol of the Pericarnassus Church, a star, a great moral height to strive towards. Island Empire. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Perception, sight. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. Coin-operated viewer. Oh no. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instructions manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside, and use the focus knob to zoom if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty? What's a tourist attraction doing
There was
here?
a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They got
What
as
happened?
far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Cool, I dig organized crime. It's the best. Can't we do something about it? Say nothing.
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Insert coin. Sure, why not? Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal. Pull the handle and look inside. The curtains on the display open, and you lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens in the middle. Of the shimmers stands a drab gray shape, like a ghost. Turn the knob to focus your vision. The lens shifts. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost required, reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Leave. You can pick up all of the cans around the map to get some money. Pick it up. There we go. Roundabout north. to Capeside Apartments, Martinez Pier. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Oh, wait. I remember if you talk to Kim in one of these, I think an area around here, for some reason his voice is like super loud. I don't know why.
What's that noise down there?
Maybe it's not till later. A green hose. There's nothing in there. Chairs and tables, eaten by rain and rot. A balcony with a view of the yard. And the hanging.
It's been a week and now they show up?
Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on the balcony, nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. No troubles from me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. I'll come back to this later.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says Soto voice.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Visual calculus. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk with you. No problem.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Half-light. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name. You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Looks like you've got a good view.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching? Did I? Did you look at Kim? I'm pretty sure I did.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the gray sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain. All right then.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette. before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Suggestion: convince him to stay. 42%. No. Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Now, show him your emotions. Emotional side, throw yourself before his very feet like a dog. What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry, huh? Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please don't leave me.
Trash?
The young man shakes his head in confusion. Empathy. Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up. You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found the way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okay. So I'm actually going to reload that, because I want to pass the check there. Where is it? Is this my quick save? Where is it? Because that unlocks a dialogue thing. Hello, Faye. How are you?
Not looking. There's no trouble. I don't want to be seen talking.
Who knows?
Is it really that important? All right, but make it quick. Once I finish my... No, my name? No, of course not. I'd even...
We will...
Oh. No.
And when?
Last week.
Okay, let's hope I
We
can
did it.
pass
It was my
the
son-
pass
My
the
name?
skill check, because
No, of
otherwise
course
I
not.
have to do this again.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really...
No.
Not looking for any trouble.
Okay, no, that doesn't work. I do have to actually talk to him.
Not looking for any... There's no trouble. I don't want to be... Is... All right, but make it quick. No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really...
Damn it. We'll get it eventually. It's just a coin flip.
Not looking for any trouble. There's no I don't want to... Is it... All right, but make it quick. No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I
There we go. This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains. Hey, listen. Lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flinch of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail. But hold on. What's this? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often... He could be with... He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods toward a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
There we go. He gives us the key to the building. Otherwise, we have to go around and do a bunch of other stuff. A stone like any other, lying on a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
I think I have to get the body down. I forget if I should do this first or after this. I'll do it now, though. Back to Kuno. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's one. I have to take the... Where is it? I have to take the ammonia. Oh wait, do I use it now, or do I? Oh, I guess I can't. You just use it automatically. Endurance. Legendary. Let go of your nose without throwing up. No, that's... We'll get it eventually. You just keep getting... You have to just keep coming back here every now and then, and it just keeps increasing the chance it happens. And I'm lazy. Amazing gameplay. Okay, maybe I'll just do the thing where it makes me come back later. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts and manages to keep it in at once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears. The ammonia didn't help at all. I think I don't want to be a cop anymore. Spit and say nothing.
Nor does the wind right now.
Esprit de corps. The weight is reassuring. Like a kernel on solid foundation. Pat, pat, pat. Fortification.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life? This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye.
You need to get your shit together.
Okay. Shake your head. No. But I don't want to get my shit together. But my shit already is together. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Get my shit together. Oh, there it is. Volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. I'm at soup. Oh yeah, there's this thing. Guess I can do this. Visual Calc 58 downs. There we go. Visual Calculus. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started here, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco Comagaran cavalry. According to the cafeteria manager, what happened next? The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must be in a hurry. A car drove through the fence. Is this connected to the case? I think I got it.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
Visual Calculus. You should follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time. Car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Alright, some glasses. +1 to logic, -1 authority. Let's see, balancing the books. Filthy, boho, probably a narcomaniac. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. The box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. The shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Oh yeah, I remember. I think you need the chain cutters for this. Oh, and I gotta... Alcohol, Commodore Red, +1 physique, -1 morale. A large crimson bottle of cheap sugary wine, made of poverty, sugar, artificial taste enhancers, and a vague memory of grapes, guaranteed to color your lips. Oh, did I didn't actually equip this thing. There we go. Padlocked door. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. Knock. Examine the padlock. Leave. No reply. Examine the padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Interfacing. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. But it isn't my... Oh, did I equip the wrong thing? Hold on. I did. I'm stupid. Oh. Of course. Doesn't matter how high it is.
You seem committed to it, so...
Oh, time for a little snip. There. There we go. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. No. No warrants here. Sumerian lounge jacket, +1 conceptualization. What's this one? Esprit de corps. I like esprit de corps. A classic white summer jacket. Loved both by the Sumerian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. It fits you well regardless of your political ambitions. A bust of Krasmazov. A plaster bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Krasmazov. Visual calculus. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all. Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom? Kim, you have to admit this Krasmazov bears a striking resemblance to me.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting. Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov?
I have to consider and investigate all possibilities. No, it's purely coincidental. I'm not saying that I am a Krasmazov. I'm just saying that we look alike.
Sure you are.
Just humor me for a moment. Don't you see the resemblance? You're right, this is silly. I'm no Krasmazov.
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns, but it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
How do you know? The bust is probably just as romanticized depiction anyway. Maybe this bust shows him before he started drinking. Yeah, I have a problem. A problem with alcohol.
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
I can't tell. I can't see my face. I definitely don't have a birthmark on my left cheek.
All right, but here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
No, he doesn't. I'm part Sumerian myself. You're right. That's something we definitely don't have in common.
Good, so you're not him.
I might not look like him, but I know in my heart, Krasmazov, that's me. You're right. I'm really not.
Okay,
That's
you
me.
win. Be Krasmazov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway?
Because I'm a communard. Because I believe in a powerful nation state. That's the only way to protect the working class from subhumans. Because, actually, he wanted stability and incremental progress, and so do I. Because he was totally a gangster and a bank robber who went for all the cash in the world. That's me. I'm not sure. It's just a feeling I have. But I trust my feelings.
All right, Kras, if you say so.
Locked, you hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the door panel reads 10. The walking stops abruptly. but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clanking of heels again. On the other side, walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive
Do
edge.
you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Logic. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Doors number 9 is locked. Postcard. Boogie Street 46. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open-air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls. Hung by their feet from canopy, red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass. Apartment number 8, their mailbox is overflowing.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Yeah. That's what the hobo cop would do. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you all right? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I only have a few questions.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
Logic. She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residents. Who are you? I'm looking for a young man. A young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. I have a few questions about those apartments.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you could call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world.
Rhetoric. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Perception hearing. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life.
Talk?
Rhetoric. What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
A few questions.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing. Who lives in apartment 10? Who lives behind the padlocked door?
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Logic. They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
No
Is it
one
apartment
lives
10?
there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's the symbol of communism. Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
The symbol of what now?
Communism, you know, like in the World Revolution. You know, the ones who support the working class against capital. It's an ideology. It has some noble aims, but it's also been used to justify terrible bloodshed. It's for loons who have no idea how economy works. It's a symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up world of equality. Communism. It's a political ideology.
Huh. I thought Revachol was the capital.
That's all. Oh, I think I have to go upstairs. I'll go upstairs. Oh wait, is it this way? Red Scare propaganda. Signal blue naval coat. +1 suggestion. Aye, Captain. -1 half-light. Of a serial poise. This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you. And if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back. Even if moths have left a few holes in it. Or suggestion. No, I'll just keep the esprit de corps. Encyclopedia. This isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram, cradled in the warmth of antlers. The iconography of communism. In other words, look out, Kim, there are communists around. Inspect the symbol closer. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century, and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, a half-century later, the star and antlers retains the ability to invoke hope, disappointment, and the fear of equal measure. Why is the star upside down? What's the deal with the antlers? Why white? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time, above it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. What does this evoke in me? Nothing at all. Yet. Right now, it's just a meaningless shapes on the wall. A breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electrical wires. Someone growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Door, apartment number 28. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Reaction speed, number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Knock. No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean? Sounds good. Tomorrow. 2100. I don't think I can make it.
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Esprit de corps, suddenly. He's a little worried about your memory. Encyclopedia. Don't worry, it's mostly all still there. You can remember things. You got this. Sounds good.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Reaction speed. Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him. Logic. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives there is no home. This is the door to apartment number 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Just a door. Nothing for you right now. You can see some foreshadowing up there. On that balcony up there. Oh yeah, I think there's still some stuff in here. Oh yeah, and I have to go in this... Actually, let me just go do the body first, because you have to go back to it later anyway. Now, let's see if I can get this skill check now. Okay, there, it's a 72% this time. There we go. Endurance. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Do they always do that? Step closer.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polyamor socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Island Empire. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots, they're armor, possibly part of a larger set. These aren't just boots, they are armor. Or back off.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it? The material looks out of place here. Knock on the boot. Pull the boot off.
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots, and there's no rest of the armor. Understood.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Logic. Nice, that makes sense. What if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him? He could have been walking around naked, just like this for all we know.
A good point. He could have been intoxicated, or something we cannot yet imagine. I shouldn't have assumed so much just from the clothes.
The material looks out of place.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Encyclopedia. For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial, unadjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 rial. Cha-ching, baby, nod to the boots. That's a lot, I take it.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I meant. That is what cha-ching means, yes.
Mm-hmm. It means disciplinary hearing.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial reports. Those look pretty advanced for a security guard. Okay, makes sense.
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Conceptualization, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood material, like legume vitae and ebony perhaps. What does this remind me of? Yeah, I know. You'd only have a house for like half of the year. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross sections would look like. Run your finger over the lines. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. Perception sight. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50 100 1000. Point to it. Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
I'm not gonna pull off the boot because I know what happens. Hold on, let me back off. Hold on, can I just... I want to see what happens. Where's... Oh, wait, is this new or is this the same one? Oh, that's the same thing I read before.
Indeed. Ceramic under the locals. We should keep. No, they.
Oh, there it is. Pull off the boot. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? Grab the boot under your arm. Better not even try. Grab the boot. The man stench feels. Ah, okay.
Stop!
Stop. The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you. The boot under your arm.
Pull his head off.
Brutal!
What? Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Let go of the boot. You seem distressed. Why?
His head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not a homo. Do what? I'm gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Indeed. From this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. You said they're expensive. I thought I could pawn them. Earn some... Lucre? I'm sorry. I didn't even want to take them off. I just thought I should try.
You do understand the boots are steeped in cadaverine odor, don't you?
So are my pants. It can't, I just washed them. You're right. I didn't think this through. It was an impulsive thing.
You have a point there, detective. You have a point. But there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Interfacing. You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Sounds like a plan. Steal a dead man's boots, but that would be dishonorable. Refuse. For honor. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky. What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Back off and look at the corpse. Inspect the belt. Let me... Oh, it's a...
Hobocop.
A Hobocop.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arden-Macan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Alright, what's it give me? Bonuses from the thought reveal extra special collector's edition tar bottles on the map. More money from selling tar. Learning cap for shivers raised to 6. Oh, I can unlock a... I'll spend my skill point on a thing I can... So instead of putting your skill points into like the trees here, you can even unlock more slots for the thought cabinet. Let's see, I have Suicide of Crass Mazov or Righteous Self-Critique. 6 hours, 4 hours, 45 minutes. I'll do this one first. There. I inspect the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Encyclopedia. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. A big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently, this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so. Anytime I can't explain something, I just say, my brain tells me so. Then again, what do I know? I don't even know what an airship is.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. How did they even get him up there? Back off and look at the corpse.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yeah. No, they might have forgotten to brief me. My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. Rope has reinforced
I
the
was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up
A
there?
noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Point to the one side.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Visual calculus could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. Inspect the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in the crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddled his skin. Their concentration in higher around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. That's same. Is this a map of the night sky? Is this a microelectronic system? Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper on his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera. What's that? Let the lieutenant work.
A Truget Sunshine. Mini.
Triget is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Probably. Shit, Kuno. What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
An instant color camera. He produces two metal capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampule glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out.
In case we need it.
How does he only make... He must make more money than that. Also, he's from a different precinct. Maybe they make more money. Or maybe that's all he spends money on. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine. What do we need this photo for?
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
Interfacing. There's only one ampule left. Use it wisely. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands me the rolled up photo of paper. It's no longer than a pack of cigarettes. The glossy-eyed corpse looks by his mouth mute, and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. It's Island Empire 58%. Tell me who you are, dead man. Or back off. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Visual calculus. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink and a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thighs and onto his boots.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Cover your nose. Something is coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises? I think he's dead.
I agree.
Conceptualization. His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world is no longer, let's see. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. He's dead, Jim. No, better not say that. Too heavy. Totally. This Buster's not coming back. Deadity, dead, dead, dead. What is dead anyway? Deadity, dead, dead, dead.
Dabba-doob-doob dead.
He says without a hint of melody. No one muscle in his face moves. He was upright after death.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could it still be he was moved after death? Maybe he was strangled by someone.
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Cover your nose, something's coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. Goddamn right I'm up. Turn around and yell.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
He's beaten up. See the
I do.
bruises?
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Step back and take another look. Let me save first before I end up failing this skill check. Goodies. Kuno. Tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
Where have you gone? I can see you're gone, but who are you? What is happening? I hate you. You stink, and you're boring.
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you. You are now. But who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you. Never mind, I wanted to...
It's the power of your...
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
No, I'm good. Yeah, give me questions. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
I do strike myself as a Rooney. Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. No, it can't be Harry. I refuse. Could I really be Harry?
You might be onto something there.
Why do I feel like this? I've forgotten something terrible.
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Because he told me to. Nod towards Kim. Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you, slowly. Shivers. Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle. From the northwest. And it's almost here. You can feel it in the air on your hands. the cold spring air smoothing over. I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Encyclopedia. A child born with Mahler's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously. Baby affected with harlequinism, a deep sea creature. You don't remind me of anything.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Rhetoric. He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Rhetoric. What was that about processing then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help? Yes, exactly. Call the police. Can't the boys from the processing take care of this? You have a point there. I mean, someone else who's below detective.
No.
No. Why? Okay.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And
All
we
right,
have
Vio.
growing
Have a
sanitary
good
concern
night.
Here. We need to get him down, fast.
Could we saw the branch?
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it.
We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
I don't really want to pull his head off. How do you plan to get him down then? With social sensibility, are you going to educate him down? Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Visual calculus. Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, there's a good spot to aim. There. The buckle holds the belt together. I don't know. Just, shoot up there maybe. Points toward the branch. Just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen? Actually, don't. It has bad idea written all over it. Wait, let me try. Say nothing, let him choose. Silence. With his elbows sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket. He produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge on the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiej, I don't know how you said it. A990 Armistant's mass-produced muzzleloader, aesthetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the Velocity's position. Taking aim, the corner of his eyes twitch, his finger on the trigger. Easy does it, partner. Shoot that motherfucker down. Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kids' voices are drowned out in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man. God damn it, get your shit together. Try again, maybe? What now?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
It's okay,
Kuno's
man.
sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just looks at his gun in his hand.
I
What
have
now?
to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's
Give
bad
me
as
the
it
gun.
is, us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses and shrugs and proceeds to load the pistol.
Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first. The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
What are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point gun. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground, and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Say shut up. Close your left eye first. Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Point your gun at Kanice. Give the gun back to Lieutenant. Now this is one of the... You can actually kill the children if you wanted to. I'll refrain from doing that. Say shut up.
What? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Pull the trigger. 42%. No. You just shoot the body. A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower your weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of rib cage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes
Oh
water.
my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Start crying, you're sensitive. Okay, I'm gonna reload the thing there. Because I want to shoot it down. Because otherwise you don't get the body. I'm pretty sure. Maybe there's some other way to get it down. But I want to do this.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us.
Yeah.
How? Yes, the buckle.
Yeah, now we're talking.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno. He's gonna fuck.
God damn it.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assist. It's bad. Go ahead.
This is the
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana. The fuck are you? Why don't you just shoot yourself in your Look, he's crying.
Okay, let's hope this works.
Now, fucking faggoty.
No. Let me see if I can actually exit the conversation.
The cadaver. Someone else? Someone else? No. Think I know it. Someone else? Someone like I know it's hard, but I assure you, the other.
Yeah.
How? Where?
Yeah.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno. He's gonna.
God damn it.
God damn it. That's how I feel
Kuno could have
right
hit it
now.
easy,
Let's see.
but then Kuno.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Let's see. Yeah, let me make another save, so I don't have to go through all of that again here. Hopefully.
Yes, we do. It's bad. Go ahead.
This is the.
Yeah, take it, you. The fuck are you? Why don't you just shoot
Okay,
yourself?
close eye.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry
There we go.
now, fucking faggoty.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body, slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you. Island Empire, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself. Who killed you? Turn away.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. You've been policed. How did I do that? Who's laughing now, you little shit? You've been policed.
Ace is high.
Ace is high. The Ace is High, a custom invented by the aristocratic brigades during the Revolution. Oh, aerostatic. Is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture has spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves. Slap it. Leave him hanging. Yeah. The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
I knew these guys were.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're... Got a problem with it? What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
He needs to turn away from the corpse.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Wait, field autopsy. Alright, give him back his gun.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
You could ask the gardener for directions. Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Okay. I think that's a good place to end it there for tonight. My voice is getting very worn out here, so I'm gonna end it there. Alright. Well, thank you very much for watching, and have a good night.